Teen life coaching is the fix for everything teens struggle with. I'm Cindy Etler, a dual certified international teen life coach. You might know me from my appearances on The Doctors, NPR, Lifetime Television, or Robert Downey Jr.'s troubled teen industry podcast, The Sunshine Place. I'd like to share what teen life coaching is and why it works miracles so quickly and effectively. Teen life coaching is a support modality driven by teens' own perspective and goals. My evidence based coaching draws from adolescent development, motivation theory, positive psychology, and other fields of research. Common issues teens bring to coaching include confidence, academic motivation, relationship struggles, future goals, college exploration, and some kids address more heavy hitting topics, including substance use and sexuality. Most people are familiar with therapy, so I often compare coaching and therapy. In therapy, the expert in the room is the therapist. The patient is the one with the problems. Therapy is the ideal fit for some kids when perhaps there's trauma, something that needs a diagnosis or medication. But a lot of times, kids go to therapy when maybe what they actually need is a coach, but people just aren't yet familiar with what coaching is. The reason that kids love coaching and sometimes don't love therapy is that dynamic. Teenagers crave autonomy. When they come to coaching, the teen is the expert in the room because the subject that we're working on is the teen. I tell kids that from the start. You're the boss here. You're the one who knows you. Instantly, the kids relax and they are excited to start coaching. I knew at age 13 that my purpose in life was to do this work. I came from a really abusive home. At the age of 13, I was in a youth homeless shelter. The staff treated me in ways that were brand new to me. They respected me and they let me make my own decisions. I realized then this is what I am to do. I am to become this adult for teenagers. Unfortunately, I was then locked up in an extraordinarily violent troubled teen industry facility. In there, the opposite of the coaching approach was used. It was very top down. You did what you were told or you were punished. That experience left me suicidal. When I returned to high school, I was lucky enough to have a teacher who unwittingly used the coaching approach. She pointed out my strengths and helped me see them. She gave me options and let me make my own decisions. And she helped me envision an ideal future. That experience saved my life. And that is exactly the work I do with teens as a coach. I'm going to make a bold statement about school, and that is that it's no fun for most teens. And teens make that clear to us with their behaviors. That can include school avoidance, failing grades, and even more extreme behaviors, acting out, getting sent to the dean, expelled, using drugs, all of the things teens do that are sending us the message this is no fun for me. The adolescent brain craves three main things that is, autonomy, validation of the self, and peer connection. Most of the time, school doesn't foster any of those. The adults are in charge. They tell kids what to study, what to do, when they can use the bathroom. There's very little emphasis on exploring the self, and there's not that much time for peer connection. Indeed, school can be such a pressure cooker, it results in bullying and hardcore anxiety. Factor in the fact that most teens aren't motivated to learn what school is teaching them, and schools are fighting a losing battle. Teens' drive to challenge adult expectations takes the form of the school avoidance, the failing grades, and that's what we're seeing today. So many times at schools with so many students. Coaching can be a miracle fix for all of that because it provides what the developing adolescent brain craves, because it's 100% driven by teens' own perspective and goals. So it meets the needs that their adolescent brain is begging for. It explores who kids are, emphasizing and building on their strengths and interests, which meets that drive for self exploration. And it provides genuine connection with the coach, building the capability to have social connections with their peers in the same way. All of this feels great and it unlocks motivation and excitement. When school is the place teens feel motivated, validated, and connected, kids want to be at school. Bring coaching to your school, that's the change you're going to see. It also works when kids come to coaching individually and they're interested in creating change with school, getting better grades, getting up on time, getting to school. It can work one on one and in the school setting. Let's look at the coaching process. When a kid comes to me, we start with this exploration that I call the whole life report card. That tells us where a kid is happy, where they're not happy, and how they would like the parts of their life where they're unhappy, how they would like those parts of their life to be instead. When we get clarity on that, that unlocks motivation and excitement. And kids are suddenly a whole new kid. From there, we create a roadmap to create the changes that teens want. The core elements of coaching are non attachment. The coach doesn't have their own ideas on what or how the teen should be. A well trained coach shuts down their own point of view and focuses 100% on the teen's own perspective. My job as a coach is to ask kids the right questions to help them discover their own interests and goals. In coaching, kids feel accepted, valued, and unjudged. And this allows them to explore the root cause of whatever their struggles are and to feel empowered to create the changes they seek. Unlike therapy, coaching is goal driven. It's talking for the sake of doing, creating those short and long term future goals that kids want. Once we're clear on the areas where kids want change, we create that roadmap of fun, easy actions that kids take to move forward. Each week, as kids achieve these small goals, their confidence grows and they take on bigger goals, and the change happens quickly. Instead of feeling stuck in a life that they didn't create, now they're using their own power to create the life that they do. Since 2012, I've coached thousands of kids all over the world. Parents are astonished at how quickly their kid opens up and starts creating positive change. I also partner with schools to offer social emotional coaching. Let's explore whether my coaching approach is what your family or organization need. I'd love to learn more about your goals and how you'd like to work with kids to create positive change. You can find me at theteenlifecoach.com or send me an email, Cindy, Cyndy, Etler, Etler, hello at cindyettler.com. I'm so looking forward to connecting.